equalises. Arian Rory has found a way to goal, and the Brisbane Strikers Coward saved by Scott. You can hear the crowd going up around Perry Park.
Not even 2.5 minutes on the watch, and the bounce deceives. Dean Gonzalez.
Hill puts it away. There's scenes here at Perry Park for the second successive year. The Wellington Phoenix have been knocked out of the round of 32 by an NPL club.
G'day folks, and welcome to today's Round 3 FFA Cup fixture, catching up from last week where we unfortunately had to postpone the match till today due to pitch conditions caused by the severe rain we saw last week. But nevertheless, it's all to play for tonight as Logan Metro FC take on the Coomera Colts here at Compton Park. Logan Metro are the home side today and will be looking to build from their 2019 FFA Cup run, where they beat Mount Gravatt, a Cap 1 side, at home before beating Taringa 3-2 away. They were in the BPL at the time before unfortunately losing out to an NPL side in Moreton Bay 0-1 at home. A club that's used to punching above their weight, soaring through the Football Brisbane pyramid, the club now reside in Capital One. Coomera, on the other hand, made waves in 2019 by signing up Brisbane Roar legend, the slippery fish himself, who I fortunately got to chat with before the game, Enrique. He's now a technical director at the club and is helping the club move forward on and off the field. Coomera are no strangers to the FFA Cup either, where in 2019 they ended up reaching the round of 32 stage for the first time, becoming one of the tournament's smallest ever clubs to do so. Reaching the national round that year, they headed up to Mackay for that one, obviously to face the NPL club in Magpies Crusaders FC, and unfortunately lost 2-1. They'll be looking to replicate that and better their record as a newly appointed FQPL 2 side as they join the Football Queensland expansion from the Gold Coast Premier League. Steering the ship for them in his first competitive game as the gaffer for Coomera, Stephen Morrison, who comes to the club with bundles of experience, does the Scotsman. He began his career in his home country, coaching at the age of 16, and has worked his way for a range of clubs, including Hibs, the Hibernian Football Club in Edinburgh, spending time in the States, moving over to Australia in 2017, where he spent time coaching in the Brisbane Roar Academy before moving to Coomera last year, or in 2017 actually, where he made the step up from reserves and assistant coach last team to the full-time gaffer this season. Head referee for tonight is Adrian Krasnoff, and it is his 50th birthday today, so happy birthday to Adrian. I think he's maybe a little bit unfortunate with the fixture change, moving it from last week to this week, put on his birthday night, but I'm sure he'll be having a fantastic game to officiate today down here at Compton Park in the heart of Woodridge. We love to see it. FFA Cup, round 3. Two really strong clubs in the Football Queensland and Football Brisbane pyramid. Logan Metro getting stuff done off the pitch, looking fantastic as a side. They were only in the Church Leagues in 2016, so they've really climbed their way up. And we'll run through the starting lineups for today. For Logan Metro, Tanash Maddow. Number 2, Gabin. Number 3, E. Tashager. 4, Luke Saboyo. Number 7, Gip Yo Park. A late change, 9, Bosco Ole coming in for the club captain, John Mike Jabo, as we see the players and the officials entering the field. Number 13, Wellers Missouri. Number 10, Destin. Number 11, Mahat Salat. Number 14, Sefu. Number 15, Nefi Harrison. And for Coomera, number 1, Jake Ford. Number 2, Brody Ellams. Number 3, Connor Hanners. Number 4, Jake Topoldo. Number 5, Stephen Timmins. Number 6, Harley Gage Pearson. Number 7, Dales D'Souza. Number 8, Jack Wales. Number 9, Jared Lee. Number 10, Aris Lagai. And number 11, Ethan Haynes. As we see the teams lining up here for the pre-match proceedings. exchanging pleasantries. Hopefully that will remain the case on the field as the game kicks off in a few moments. Obviously, a recognisable name, Jake Topaldo, brother of Kai Topaldo and the Brisbane Raw Youth last few years. Hopefully he'll be a rock at the back for the side. Another one to watch is the Logan Metro goalkeeper. He'll be wearing number 1 tonight. He debuted for Logan Metro as a 15-year-old in 2017. Spent some time with Penn Power as a junior in the NPL. His name's Tanash Maddow, and he'll really be looking to, provide a presence at the back there in that goals. Make sure they keep a clean sheet, hopefully, as the captains are doing the coin toss. Captaining Logan Metro today is Gavin, after John Mike Jarbo, the former Brisbane City player, unfortunately couldn't make it to the game. He's on his way, and I'm sure he'll be joining the bench when he arrives. And I was talking about Tanash Maddow before. He's got a knack for scoring free kicks. Scored one against Newmarket in 2020. Absolute screamer. It's not every day you see a goalkeeper score a free kick, so you love to see it. And make sure you get in contact with us on Football Queensland and Football Brisbane's social medias. Leave us a comment. Let us know how you're enjoying the game. Try and answer any questions if you have any. Gavin, club captain, number 2, or not club captain, captain for tonight's fixture at least, wearing the number 2. He was player's player last year for Logan Metro. And a former 2019, he's in 2019, the Woodridge Derby opponent when he played for the Logan Roos. As in the middle will be Gipyo Park and Wellers kick off the side, kick off the game. To Logan Metro in the yellow and Coomera Colts in the maroon tonight. As Adrian Krasnov looks at his watch, getting ready to start the game. And he does. It's kick-off here in the round 3 of the FFA Cup. Logan Metro FC versus Coomera Colts. Logan try to play it out the back. Long ball there by Tanash Maddow, but unfortunately can't reach. Player on the far side and goes out for a throw-in. Throw-in there from Coomera. Brody Ellams trying to find a way, but it's robbed from him. Logan Metro trying to make something happen through Salat here as he plays it inside to Wellers, looking very lively in these early stages, and it's cleared. And a lovely turn there by Luke Saboya as we play it back to his number 1. Try and look to build from the back here. We may see another direct ball trying to beat that offside trap. As it's put long to Wellers, moving forward into the box, and he's taken down. Shouts for a penalty. They're not there. I'm not sure if Adrian's gotten it right there on his 50th birthday as Coomera try and build back forward. Very loud shouts for a penalty there in these early stages. Gipyo Park with the ball, playing it outside to Sefu. Puts it back into the middle, but well dealt with there by Stephen Timmins and collected by Connor Haynes. Interesting call there. I'm not sure if any ball was collected there as they move forward with Destin. Logan Metro, he'll try and play it inside, cuts back, and he's taken down. There's no ball there. The referees think it's all right. They think he's done a bit of acting there as E plays with it. And Destin is still down on the ground as Sefu tries to move forward and around the outside. Who's tackled well there by Ethan Haynes. Destin back up off his feet. Throw in here for Coomera. And a long one. Sefu can get onto that one. Throw in for Logan Metro. Sefu potentially play it backwards. And he does, down the line. Gipio Park unfortunately can't control it, but it's sent up and sliced by the centre back there. I think it was Stephen Timmins. Gipio Park, 2 feet up into that one. And a foul is called on Gipio Park. Ethan will play it forward there. Haynes. Logan Metro dealt with well and will try and move it forward here. Panic stations a little bit here with some brilliant press from Coomera. Out to Nephi. Harrison playing as a right wing back there for Logan. Looking for options. Tries to dink it over the top, but Gipio Park couldn't read the tea leaves there. Jake Ford, will try and send it long, but only reaches the midfield. Not allowed to bounce there. Bosco Ole coming off the bench in place of John Mike Jarbo as they move forward, and it's a cross into the box to the back post and a head up, but cleared. A brilliant chance for Logan Metro. Fantastic cross there as well. As I was saying, Bosco Ole coming into the starting 11 for Mike Jarbo, the captain. And a lovely flick there by Gipio Park. Parky, as he's known around the club. So try and force it out wide. And some brilliant press there by Sefu. Forces the ball out for a throw-in as Nephi plays it back to his number 1. As he goes to switch it there. Direct ball, unfortunately, didn't get enough on it. Dealt with well by Coomera. A young side, a completely new side from last season. As Stephen Morrison looks to change his side as they go into FGPL 2, and Nephi Harrison on the outside here trying to make something happen. Destin playing it back. That is Luke Saboyo playing it back to his number 1. Put long. We've seen this a few times. I'm trying to get over the top of the Coomera defence, and well taken by Sefu as he tries to knock it in, and the deflection forces the ball wide of the post. Keeper was going the wrong way there. Deflection could have been deadly, but it's sent it out for a corner, and then Gipio Park heading towards the ball. Assume he'll be taking it. He's playing in a sort of number 10 role with a fair bit of the creativity, liking to use that pace of the Logan Metro attack. He'll try and whip it in here. It's coming in now. Finds a head, but is flicked on for a goal kick. Obviously, we've seen a fantastic corner already in the FFA Cup last week. We saw one go indirect, which you don't see very often in any kind of football. I don't think I've ever seen one. Obviously, that was a fantastic game between Burleigh Heads and the Lakes. I encourage you to go watch it back if you haven't already. You can watch it online. Burleigh Heads down 5-1 going into the 73rd minute as Logan Metro look to control this game. Burleigh Heads managed to score 4 goals in 13 minutes to draw it level, but a corner going indirect as ball moves forward for Logan Metro. A ball going direct from the corner. Put the game to ice as they move forward. Gipio Park will look to shape to shoot, and he puts it down, but it unfortunately goes wide and is called for a goal kick. Jake Ford will look to reset his side. Some brilliant build-up play from Logan Metro. You'd have to say they looked good so far in this game. They've had a few chances. Shout for penalty earlier in the game. In the opening minutes, the opening exchanges potentially should have been given. It's Jake Ford just to put it to the sideline. Sent long onto the head, not controlled totally. As Dale D'Souza tries to move his side forward, but can't, as it's sent for a throw-in, and E will put it in. They're playing with a sort of three at the back, Logan Metro, with some wing backs, as Bosco Ole will try and switch it over to Sefu, but it's cut out by the strong body of Sefu. Wins it back and forces his side forward as he goes around the outside of Ethan Haynes, and he'll try and put it in, but he's saying there's a lot of body on that. Referee, Touchy, disagrees. Shoulder to shoulder there. It's hard to tell. Let's go Ole winning it off the Coomera goal kick as Salat is tackled on the outside, and Coomera look to spring a counter attack, but it is called a foul there, I believe, by Adrian Krasnov. On who? Not entirely sure. I think it's going the way of Coomera. No, he's called it a throw-in. I think that's the right decision there. It'll be E. Going for the throw-in into E. Tashiga. That was Gavin on the far side with the throw-in, my apologies. Luke Saboya tries to control it. Look for an option, and he does in FI Harrison. As E. Tashiga tries outside of the boot. Is the man onside? Touchy says no. Weller's trying to make that run, but unfortunately it's just offside. Judging by the effort of the Coomera players to track back there, I think they all kind of knew it. Hands there with the ball moving forward. And then from Launceston. Bosco Ole unfortunately not winning it back as it's sent back to Gavin. Gavin, who's wearing the captain's armband. Nefai finds Gipyo Park, sending it forward, back to the keeper. He says anywhere will do on that one. Nefai Harrison going to be throwing this one in, or as he passes it on to Sefu, who may try and put it back to him, find another option in the middle. As he puts it into the box, but it's cut out by Jake Topaldo. And it's run right through the team, all the way back to Logan number 1, Tanashi Madau. As he sends it long to Sefu, who'll try and control it. Unfortunately can't get a piece of it. And it goes for a Coomera throw-in. Connor Hannah's throwing it in to D'Souza. Unfortunately can't be controlled there by Lagai. Shaky play at the back there. And it's one back with D'Souza looking for an option outside of the boot to the skipper. Who's Jared Lee, who I've told has bags of potential. Enrique himself has said there's lots to like about his game. As it's lost, and Logan Metro try and build back again with Nefai, who will aim to switch it across to Destin, I believe. On the charge is Salat, and a strong tackle there by the Coomera defender. Logan can win it back though. Look to spring back. Yo Park switching the ball. They're playing very directly. Oh, and it's a great collision there. A great effort by Wellers there, and great courage there by Jake Ford to come off his line and meet the ball. As it's put into the middle, but it doesn't reach a man. As Jack Wales, was storming into the box through the gap there, left by this 3 at the back. Can be exposed at times. And it's moved forward and it's controlled well there. Direct play. Destin unfortunately couldn't make his way through. As it's outside to Ethan Haynes. The guy putting it through to Wales, who'll have a crack, but unfortunately can't get great contact on it and sends it, I believe, for a goal kick. As Medal giving some words to his defenders and his team, saying get across. He's done that twice. As they look to shore up the middle of the park there, the middle of the back line. Luke Saboyo playing in that middle role, I believe. And we're seeing E. Tashigev come into the midfield in almost like a hybrid in a 6 role, dropping into the back line in defence as they move it forward. And it goes for a throw-in. I'm liking the tactical style employed by here by Logan Metro and the coach Forbes Medal. As I believe Gibyo Park wins himself a free kick, and they'll be looking for open players in the box here off the free kick, one would assume. It's a young side in Coomera. A bit more experience potentially from Logan Metro, despite playing in a lower league in the pyramid. As Gibyo Park whips it into the box, back stick. Unfortunately, goes out for a goal kick. Can't meet anyone. And Wellers is down, injured by the looks of things. He looks to be in a bit of pain here. He's being consoled by Sefu. Adrian Krasnov just checking if he's all right. He's getting back up to his feet. Chanceley just a little bit winded by his effort there. And the combative start to this game. It's been back and forth. Lots to like so far on this Friday night at Compton. As it's put up in the air and controlled well by Connor Hands. Moved forward by Lagai. Outside to Jared Lee as Medal comes out and clears the ball. Very brave by the young shot stopper. Former Penn Power Junior as well. Spent time in the 20s and the 18s. Gavin trying to control Jared Lee there. He's looking lively early in this game as they spring back with Salat. Moving forward, looking for options, and finds one. As the switch finds Sefu on the bounce and played back to Nefai. Gavin with that switch before, and Luke Saboyo controlling it well. Big, strong presence in defence. Into E. As Logan building patiently, but springing with pace as it goes forward to Wellers, who gets taken down, and it's a penalty. Adrian Krasnov agrees. It's a penalty taken down by Harley Gage Pearson. Well run there, and great build-up play from the back to the front. A beautiful ball there, in there by, I believe it was Destin, making his way forward. Just put his man through. As it is Destin stepping up to take this penalty early in this game. Jake Ford in net. Young shot stopper. Formerly of Holland Park Hawks. Cavendish Road State High alumni. 16 minutes into this tie as Destin with a slow approach puts it into the back of the net. Logan Metro 1-0 in this home game in round 3 of the FFA Cup. And don't the boys love it? Great start for the home side as they look to maintain this lead for the rest of the game. Who knows? They've looked the better of the two sides so far in this game. Showing some strong build-up play, and it's paid off for them. Destin stepping up and slotting one to the right side. Jake Ford guessed the right way, but unfortunately couldn't get there, couldn't get a piece of it. As they look to reset this game. Coomera do. Ethan Haynes there. Switch there by D'Souza. And it's won by Destin again, who's looking great so far. He'll look to whip it in. Can't find a man, unfortunately. Goes behind all three Logan players. But it's won well there by a strong tackle by Wellers. And Sefu trying to win it back. Logan are lively in this game. Strong tackles, high press. You love to see it as Ethan Haynes will try and control it with Sefu breathing down his neck. And E winning it back, intercepting it, putting it through to Bosco Ole. And they're doing a bit of 1-2. Bitty tiki-taka. As Lagai playing through the middle, trying to find his man. Ethan Haynes, he does. He'll look for a reverse or to play it outside to Jared Lee, and he does the latter, who skips in and is potentially fouled, but the ref disagrees as they play it forward. Out of defence, but it's one back. Put forward for Coomera to the back stick, and Jared Lee will look for an option, but unfortunately can't. Bit too far ahead of him, couldn't get enough on it, and puts it out for a goal kick for Maddow. A lot of this Coomera side graduating from the reserves and 20s, 18s from the youth ranks of Coomera to the first team this season as Logan move it forward. Jake Ford coming out and winning it well, coming off his line. Two Logan players storming forward for it. And that direct goal kick that we've seen from Maddow. Fantastic distribution so far from him. Unfortunately, I don't think the same can be said from the Coomera number one. It's Jared Lee moving forward with it to Lagai, and he's charging forward, and it's a free kick given away there by Saboyo, and I think rightly so, as Lagai wins that one from a dangerous area right on the edge of the box. We've seen these go in countless times. Tanash Maddow scored one from a similar range on the other side of the pitch last year against Newmarket, as I said earlier. It's an absolute screamer, and you love seeing goalkeepers score. It's a rare occurrence. Rare occurrence, should I say. As Wales is standing over it, and he looks to put it in, and it's a great save there by Maddow. Gets two mitts on it and pushes it over the bar for a corner. Fantastic save there, and a great effort there by Jack Wales. The crowd loving that save there. Is Wales standing back over it again? Actually, no, it isn't. Wales is on the edge of the box, looking to make that run in. It's Jared Lee standing over it, the skipper, whipping it in. Can't find a man, or it does find Jack Wales on the edge of the box now, as he'll put it back into the middle, as Lagai looking for options, dinks it over the top, and the oncoming player was Brody Ellams, but it's won well by Maddow. He'll send it long, looking to find a player, and it's cleared there by Connor Haynes. As keeper Jake Ford coming well off his line, look to get rid of it, says anywhere will do, puts it out for a throw-in. Adrian Krasnov trying to move him forward. Gabin looking to throw it in here. Into the air and into the box. And it's one. Sefu, unfortunately, not judging the bounce of the ball there. D'Souza moves his side forward to Lagai, who looks for options, and a strong challenge there by Gabin. It's then played in to Jared Lee. And it's one back by Gipyo Park, intercepting on a loose ball. Moving forward is Destin. It's a foot race, and it's one there by Jake Topoldo. Throwing goes in, manages to get a touch on it. Wellers can't control it, and he's mobbed there by the Coomera defence as it's put for a corner. That'll be Gipyo Park standing over this one. 2020 SEQ FC Facebook Group Player of the Year and Football Brisbane Cap 2 Player of the Year last season, playing Taringa 2019 in the BPL. comes in and gets a touch, but goes out for, I believe that's a goal kick. 1 goal already in this game from Destin. 2019 Cap 3 Player of the Year, of course, Golden Boot winner for the league. He scored 47 goals in 37 games as they win it back, and it's Destin, and the man of the moment knocks it into the top left corner. An absolute screamer as Logan Metro win back the ball, make that 49 goals in 38 games for Logan Metro. He hits it on the half volley into the top pins as the boys mob him. Destin's got 2 already. He's looking dangerous. If there's things you love to see, it's that. That's one for the highlights reel. That is for sure. 2-0 to the home side, Logan Metro. And an absolute screamer to match the penalty. Too eager to get off the mark there is Destin. He wants a third. He's hungry. As Coomera reset, try and fight their way back into this game with Lee. Garney trying to find some space. The guy, sorry. D'Souza cut off by E there. Jared Lee looking to put one into the box. Finds Ethan Haynes there, who's looking for options. Oh, and sells him with the fake shot. Oh, unfortunately can't be controlled there by Lagai. He thinks he's been wronged there with a bit of physicality, the youngster. Unfortunately could not control the ball there. Fizzed in by Haynes. Corner here for Coomera. For options, looking to find an empty man. An open man. Just whipped in and collected well there by Maddow, who will look to spring a counter-attack quickly as it's sent long. And the touch is not very great. But it's, oh, he's gone for the bicycle kick there. And I think he's been called for a high foot. Does well as either that or a throw-in. A sensational effort as it sprung, and the ball and the clearance was potentially trying to be blocked there by the Coomera player as Maddow was trying to shift his side along quickly from that corner. Ball's gone to E there, and Parky's been hit down. Strong challenge by D'Souza. Ellams on the outside, looking for options as he's being hunted down by Bosco Ole there. And the ball is sent, but it will be won there by Saboya, who chests it down. Cool as a cucumber, but unfortunately puts it out for a throw-in, but got a deflection. As Gavin will put this one in for his side. Logan looking to move forward. Only add to this lead they've built here. Kipio Park moving forward. Bosco Ole harassing him there as Gavin gets the ball. Came loose as E look to move forward, look for an option, and he does, but unfortunately cut off there by Coomera. And Salat unfortunately loses the ball as it's played forward there, but will be won by Maddow. The oncoming Coomera player, Sefu, controlling it well. And E putting it forward to Bosco Ole, looking for options outside of the boot. Makes its way inside. Great touch there, and he's clipped his ankles. Has Stephen Timmins. Looks to be in a little bit of pain there. As I think it might be Wellers there. It is Salat. He's up and walking. He's all good. He marches on. Keeper coming up for the free kick here. Maddow, you don't see this every day, folks, so maybe get a Polaroid, take a picture, get something to last. You won't see this every day, as we are nearly half an hour into this fixture. If this goes in, the commentary box may go off, as Maddow whips it in, and it's a strong effort, as it's driven over the bar. That's what I love about club footy. Keepers taking free kicks. It's Jake forward. The other keeper will look to spring his side forward. Jared Lee gets a knee to it, and it goes over the top. Two Wellers who'll look for options as he puts it in. And a great save there by Jake Forward, down his throat. Timmins isn't happy about it. Thinks he's offside, I believe. Great pressure being applied here by Logan Metro. Lots of energy. We'll see if it can last the whole game. They've seemed to last 30 minutes. See if they can make 90. As Park makes his way over to the corner flag. I remind you to get in contact with us on all of Football Queensland socials as they'll whip it in. And it's towards the back stick, and Destin gets his head on it. It's found in, and it's a great save there. As I believe that was E getting a piece of it. No, it wasn't. It was Nephi Harrison. It's a great save there by Jake Ford. It's won by Sefu. Destin looking for options. Makes his way inside. Bosco Ole has a shot. Oh, and it just goes wide of the post there. A fantastic effort. I thought for all money that was going in. Jake Ford with the diving effort. Unfortunately didn't need to get there. Wasn't on target. Logan with plenty of chances so far. Been rewarded for their efforts. Destin with the brace. Parky trying to move it forward. Park again. Strong challenge. He puts it wide of the post there. It's a good effort. Unfortunately, fair bit wide of the post. He's been testing that range all game long, and there's a good crowd out here tonight at Compton Park. Fair few on this sideline, fair few on the other. It's a great Friday night. As Enrique stands to the right of the commentary position. Obviously remember 2011 and 2014 A-League Grand Finals. The Slippery Fish getting the winning goal in one, and the opening goal to pull his side back, and then he obviously got that winning penalty in 2011 against Central Coast. He's etched his way into the heart of Queensland football folklore and into the heart of Brisbane Roar fans, I'm sure. As they look to switch it, Coomera. And it's one, but unfortunately, again, couldn't read the tea leaves. But they've been on pretty much the same page here, have Logan Metro. It's a lot of the same players from last year. And it's sent towards the commentary position. Nearly hits the camera. I'll be sending a bill to Logan Metro. Sefu puts it in. Maddow looks to clear it. Find a man, but it'll make its way to the other number one. As they build from the back here with hands. We'll look for a man forward. Lagai pushed down to the ground. Adrian Krasnov says it's all right. It's legal. Nephi Harrison with a strong challenge as they move forward with Wellers. A touch too strong. Puts it out for a throw-in. Timmins with it. Inside. And it's one back by Bosco Ole, who has a crack and sends it over the bar. And a fantastic effort. Some great pressing. And it's going to be a corner. Didn't think the keeper got a touch on it, but Adrian Krasnoff and the officiating team seem to think so. As Park stands over it. They got close to a goal last corner. As it comes in towards the back stick. Back into the middle. Collected well by Jake Ford. Park not happy with that one. As Ford sends it high and long. Forward to Lagai, but it's won well by Gavin. And Jared Lee controlling it strongly inside to D'Souza. Putting it outside to Lagai. Won by Salat. Intercepting that one. Bosco Ole. Look for a man outside, and it is Sefu. Playing it back to E. As Logan look to spring. Bit of counter-attack. Patient build-up play from the back, but when they spring, they seem to spring quickly. There's been some direct football as well, so I'm liking the variation in style as Nephi Harrison moving his way down the right flank. Inside to Sefu. Nice and patient here by Logan, trying to see out the half. As it is Gavin wearing the captain's armband in place of Mike Jarbo, Jean-Mike Jarbo, former Brisbane City player. Hopefully he'll be able to make it onto the pitch tonight as it's sent long by to Nephi. And it's Destin with a lovely back heel put into Park. Can't do much but admire touches like that. They're on the same page tonight, Logan Metro. They're up for it. They're ready. They want to make waves in this FFA Cup. Coomera, lots of new players may not be on the same page yet, but I'm sure they will be, as Park winning it back for his side. And it's Destin with a shot, trying to get the hat trick. He's already got a brace, but it's gotten a deflection there. And it's a fantastic effort. And it'll be Destin this time going over towards the corner flag. Salat taking it. Gipyo Park on the outside of the box, This time they'll look to move quickly. Salat with the ball in. Space back to Destin. Unfortunately can't get a piece of it as Lagai tries to win it. But Luke Saboya just has the strength on him. As it's won by Lee. Intercepted well and tries to move his side forward. But it's won back by Logan Metro. As Maddow tries to play it directly long. It's won there by Elms. And a strong challenge by the youngster. As it is, Weller's moving in. He'll try and play it back. Fortunately, can't get a piece of it. We're putting it back in. Throw in here for Logan Metro. Bosco Ole. 10 minutes to play in this first half. Nephi Harrison on the outside. Maddow may look for some direct football, but plays it out to Gavin. Again being patient here are Logan, as their three attackers look to spring the offside trap, and they do, as it's Sefu running long, but is won by the player, and it was Timmins winning that header. Destin looking for a man inside, but his Gipyo Park got in the way there of that ball. It's Ethan Haynes here. Jake Topoldo. Strong pressure there by Logan Metro. Park coming in with the sliding tackle. Couldn't get a piece of it as they'll move forward. As it's E out to Park. Not rushing. Trying to hold on till the end of the half here. Logan Metro. No need for anything silly at the back here. Put forward there, and Salat wins it back. Tries to cut back, but is won there by Jared Lee. But is then put forward again by Logan Metro. Gavin with the ball. Inside to Destin. Looking for options. Looking for options. Puts it outside to Nephi Harrison with some footwork, sending him on a dance. And he'll look to have a shot, and he shoots, and it's in! And it's in off the bar! Nephi Harrison with some fancy footwork and knocks it in off the woodwork. The right wing back getting forward. The crowd are loving that one as he comes towards the broadcast. Blows us a kiss. And Nephi, he loves it. What an absolute screamer, and what a contest we're having here on this Friday night in Logan. Nephi Harrison joins the party with Destin, the Screamers Club, as they move forward and try and press Coomera. As Lee moving forward, but it's one, and Park moving forward with it. Two Wellers on the outside, inside. Takes a deflection by Timmins, and it'll be a corner. I encourage you to get in contact with us. Leave a comment as it's whipped in here. Oh, and it's well taken. Flapped at by Jake Ford a little bit, but he gets it out of danger. Just saying, get in contact with us. Leave a comment. Let us know what you're thinking of the game, of this contest so far. Sefu on the outside. Sent long. Looking for a man, as it's Wellers going in for it. But Jake Ford strong enough to play it down and keep it controlled. D'Souza outside, looking for Lee. Plays it back to Ellams. Wind starting to play a little bit of a factor in tonight's fixture. Starting to pick up as the sun's gone down. As Logan look to reset. Build from the back. It's worked so far for them. Bosco Ole looking for Gavin. As it's Park who's looked to be a little bit of a metronome in this side. A barometer for them. Setting the pace for this side as he goes in for a crunching tackle and wins it back, moving for his side forward, and a lovely through ball. Two Wellers moving forward, looking for options in the middle. It's Destin and Sefu. He cuts outside, puts it inside, takes a deflection. There's calls for handball. Adrian Krasnov disagrees as they look to spring quickly. Do Coomera as it's D'Souza. A play to watch in this game. And Harley Gage Pearson can't control it for his side. Bosco with the throw-in. Puts it to Sefu. Will take it instead. And play back to Nephi Harrison. As I was saying, Gipio Park is moving the side around as it's put forward towards Sefu. But one well there by Connor Hanners as he'll try and move it forward. D'Souza inside two. Wales put over the top to Jared Lee, who'll control it, looking for a shot inside, looking for someone, anyone. Wales it was, but unfortunately couldn't get on the end of the ball. And it's Paldo playing it to Haynes. Park hunting him down there. Could hear footsteps as Jake Ford will play it out two hands. Haynes. D'Souza playing it forward to Lagai. A little bit of footwork, looking for options. It'll be Jared Lee on the outside, but it's cut out there by Gavin. Gage Pearson playing it out to Jared Lee. Cross came in, goes for a goal kick. Jared Lee, the man to watch for Coomera. Bags of potential. He's looked the strongest of this Coomera front three, along with Lagai so far. Haynes had plenty of ball. Unfortunately, they've not managed to do too much with it so far. D'Souza seems to be setting the pace for them in that midfield, anchoring that midfield for them, much like Bosco Ole, as Destin gets the ball. Moving forward, has beat a couple of players into Wellers, but it's cut out well by Timmins. The boys will get to it as well as puts a shoulder in, and it's called a foul. Long into the middle, couldn't be controlled by Wales. D'Souza sends it out to, is it Hands? Connor Hands, sorry, as they move forward. Cut out well. And sent forward to Park, but Hands cuts it out as well. Sefu, it's back and forward this game. He flicks it over his man. Destin moving forward, he's been the danger man so far. Looking for options, and it's sent back to E, who have a rough touch and a loose touch, sending it to the opposition as Lagai, but he wins it back. I think he stuck his hands up thinking it was a handball, but he's been allowed to get away with that one as he plays it outside to Nephi Harrison, one of our goal scorers from tonight. And what a goal it was. Gee whiz. Coomera, their last FFA Cup fixture was up in Mackay. We haven't seen the Magpies play in a while. But they'll be joining back into the NPL this season. Obviously, they couldn't play last season due to the COVID pandemic, as Bosco Ole moves it forward. Onto the chest of Salat, who's loose touch. Sends it to E, who takes a shot from out wide. And it's put wide. They're just peppering that Coomera goal. That game in 2019 between Coomera and Mackay, 2-1 to the hosts. It'll be great to see some football up north again. And Jared Lee tries a chop, but unfortunately slips on the dewy turf. And it's Gavin trying to move forward with it. He did. Bit of footwork, and they've said throw-in goes the other way, and it's thrown against him. That'll get him a yellow card. He sees the cheese, and rightly so. No, he doesn't. Yes, he does. There we go. He does see the cheese at the end of the day. Referee walking with intent. You know when you see that, could be coloured piece of paper coming out. He's arguing he doesn't like it.
There's something magical that happens inside those four painted lines. Yes, there's tackles, saves, goals, but that's not the magic I'm talking about. The FFA Cup, the pinnacle of knockout tournaments, where over 700 teams from grassroots to professional clubs battle it out to be Australia's champion. And it's here, on this stage, in front of these fans, where the magic really happens. Because there are no second chances, no days off, no excuses. To win, you need to be the best on the day. And just like when David bested Goliath, when the odds are stacked against you, when winning seems impossible, magic happens. We've seen the giants fall before, and it will happen again. So allow yourself to dream. The fans can dare to dream that this is the day, the chance for glory. The magic of the FFA Cup is real, and the time is now.
Oh, amazing touch. Spectacular.
This time the cross. A towering header.
The keeper's out. The net's open.
Some people can't hide their passion. Don't hide yours. Join our team.
When you're smiling, when you're smiling, the whole world smiles with you. The whole
Happiness is knowing you'll find the perfect vehicle every time. Thrifty, smiles all the way.
No better time to invest in women's football than right now. The success of Matildas and the Women's World Cup coming to our backyard in the next 3 years, it's incredibly important for governments to show that they support this kind of growth, they support this kind of female participation and this significant growth in football as a whole.
You know, a number of other sports have got their spiritual home, you know. Netball have got a purpose-built, you know, now spiritual home here in Queensland. You know, softball's always had Downey Park, you know, the hockey facility at Coomera. So all the other sports have got like a home of football, if you like, and it would be really great to have our own place to call home where we could really, you know, on a day-to-day basis, really work through living and breathing, you know, our vision and philosophy. It creates that, as you say, a shared sense of purpose, a shared sense of belief. You know, your club philosophy, your entire vision and philosophy can run throughout the club, and you can see that. You can role model it, you know, to all of the different sections. Everyone is on the same page. They're all moving in the same direction, all working for that same goal and that unified purpose. And I think that's incredibly important Even if you look at the landscape in Queensland, we're very, very proud sporting history of Queenslanders, making up more than their fair share of Olympians, Commonwealth Games participants, World Cup participants in both the Socceroos and the Matildas, and over generations, we've certainly batted above that average in terms of providing players to the national team space across a whole range of sports.
It's integral to be in a professional setup to feel that you've got a career path there and you've got the players and resources and infrastructure to become the best player that you can be. And I think it's incredibly important for the likes of Queensland, where we've produced a ton of Matildas in the past, that we continue to be on that forefront of providing world-class facilities. Both Football Queensland and the state government realise there's a huge opportunity at hand with the Women's World Cup coming to our shores. I think it's agreed across the board that now is the time to invest in football in Australia and to invest in the success of the Matildas and the success of the next generation of Matildas. I think everybody sees the time is now. Football is an incredibly popular sport worldwide, and it's time for Australian governments and local governments to put that into practice and provide the infrastructure needed to create the next generation.
Welcome back to the second half of this round 3 FFA Cup fixture between Logan Metro and Coomera Colts. It's 3-0 to the home side, as we may be seeing a change here, a couple of changes here, as it looks like Jean-Marc Jarbo will be coming onto the field, putting the captain's armband back on as he's got here for the game. And I assume Bosco Ole might be coming off in his place. On the other side, a few players joining the team on the pitch, and I'll inform you of those once we get a hold of them. D'Souza in the middle, getting ready to kick off the game. Adrian Krasnov looking at his watch, and he kicks us off for this second half. Played wide early to Jared Lee. Park can win it and play it to Destin. As you look to switch it big there, but unfortunately behind Sefu, and goes for a goal kick. Bosco Ole still on the field, unsure who's made way at the moment. It looks like it may be Salat. Jaden Kirk's onto the field. Has a storming run there by Wellers. But Jaden Kirk onto the field. Playing in that right back position. And Mason Stock coming into that midfield. In the 6th role, anchoring it by the looks of things and pushing D'Souza forward as it's pressure there by, I think that was Lagai. And they're moving forward now with Wellers. Cuts back. Moves back out to the outside. Has a shot, but unfortunately fluffs it. Doesn't get a great contact. Doesn't trouble Jake Ford. Let's go Ole. Winning it back, but is challenged strongly by Coomera as D'Souza. Jean-Marc Jarbo showing why he is the main man in midfield for Logan Metro. Former Brisbane City player, of course. Only played 2 games in 2020 due to a long-term injury. But he joined the Logan Metro project in 2015. As they aim to clear it. Straight out of the NPL and into Logan Metro just when they started. And what a project it's been. Cap 3, Church League's Cap 3 up to Cap 1 this season. And it's well won there by Logan Metro. Jaden Kirk. And well won there by Gavin as he moves forward, and it's well won by Wales. Throw in here for Logan Metro, as it is Park. D'Souza in midfield. Won by E. Pushing forward now are Logan Metro with this patient build-up play we've seen. Outside of the boot to Park. Looks for an option inside. It's Jarbo. Gets a touch but is met well by Mason Stock. And it's Jarbo trying to play someone in. Couldn't read the tea leaves. As it was Destin waiting there for it. They'll move forward now to Paldo. Running forward and one back well. Unfortunately out there despite a good effort by Gavin. Brother of Kai Tapaldo, Jake Tapaldo there. Giving it to Lee. He'll go, you know what, I'm an attacker, I'll give it to my fullback in Jaden Kirk. Park looking for options. He'll look for the switch and does so. Puts it long to Sefu. Unfortunately met well by Connor Hands. Mason Stock playing it back to Tapaldo. Skips outside. Jared Lee. Coomera looking to build a little bit more confidently and a little bit more patiently this half. Maybe they've shook off the nerves and it's won well by Park and played forward, but unfortunately can't find a yellow jersey. As it's sent across by Mason Stock and headed back to Maddow. Long throw there by the number 1 to Sefu. Controls it and plays it back to Nefai. Look for options. And the number 1's the best one as it's played back in. There's a great challenge there by Langai, putting on some fantastic pressure. Bosco Ole playing it back to his skipper. Looking to move forward, looking for options. It's Destin. He'll go forward. Jarbo making a run, and it's cut out there. Bosco Ole putting it outside to Nefai. Destin on the flank. Gets there, keeps it in. He will look to send the defender on his merry dance. There we go. Fancy footwork. Sends it back to Nefai. We've seen some footwork from him already. We know how that ended. Charging forward. And is sent for a goal kick. Jake Ford will look to reset his side. And hopefully reset the game. Play like it's 0-0. As the old adage goes. It's 0-0, boys. Connor Hands. Making his way through midfield. Hunted down by Nefai. And it's Park winning it off Wales. Bosco Ole. Wales winning it back. Coming down the flank. And it goes out according to the touchy. Not too sure about that one. He reckons he kept it in. Remember, the whole ball has to be outside. Gavin will take this throw in. As he looks for options. Bosco Ole presenting. But it's thrown back to the keeper. Internash Maddow. Luke Saboya. Strong presence at the back and a strong presence in midfield is Jean-Marc Jarbo. As he'll move forward. Storming through the midfield. They've missed him, and a beautiful through ball to Destin, who plays it out to Wellers, who looks for a shot, and it's well saved there by Jake Ford. And they'll take the throw in. What an absolute peach of a ball there by the skipper, and what an addition he's making to this second half already. A strong presence and a bit of flair in that midfield as it's E. Looking for options. Destin is the guy. Bosco Ole. Back to Gavin. He'll try to cut inside and look for options. He'll go himself and he's cut down and wins the free kick. Will we see Maddow come up and take the free kick? The crowd wants it. I don't think we'll see it. There's shouts of keeper. Keeper. He wants it. He's pointing towards, let's go forward. Put me forward, coach. Put me up front. He doesn't get his way as it's Park and Ole standing over it. Maddow wants it badly, but it's Bosco Ole trying to whip it over the wall, but sends it over. In trouble, Jake Ford there. Would have been incredible to see Maddow step up and knock that one into the top bins. Would have made my day, would have made my week. It's out for a throw-in. Must say, Logan Metro on top of this game overall and in this half, but Coomera have looked much better than they did last half. Jean-Marc Jarbo spreading it outside to Sefu, to Park, who'll wind up and take a shot, but gets under it too much and puts it over the bar. Probably got too many rotations on it than he liked on the end of the toe. Spoons it a little. He really has been testing Jake Ford, as have the whole of Logan Metro, as it's straight back to Park. And the pace of Wellers beats out. John Mike Jarbo looking for options. Skipping inside. Cuts it inside. And it's in. Oh! And the keeper's managed to get a hand to it as it's sent outside. Great work there by Jake Ford. And great ball into the middle. Really testing the keeper there by John Mike Jarbo. Calls for a handball. E will look to whip it in. And the karate kick there. Bit of Cobra Kai in that. Of that clearance. Storming run there by Lagai, trying to win it back for his side, but it's Luke Saboyo with the strength. He'll play it back, and Maddow has to come out, and he shields the ball. This is a while since I've seen something like this, as he puts it into the middle, and they'll try and have a shot as he's off his line, but they can't get onto it. As Logan Metro get the ball back and look to spring a counter-attack with Destin making that run. Weller's in the middle. It cuts in, puts it inside. Two Wellers. Looking for options, has a shot, and it's blocked well there by Tapaldo. On the ground in pain. And Mike Jarbo has a shot. It's deflected and put for a throw-in. And it is Stephen Timmins on the ground in pain, and he was with that blocked shot. As he looked to stretch out. A little bit of a niggle there. Jarbo with the throw-in, looking for Destin, but cut out by Tapaldo. As he look to whip it in, takes a deflection and wins his team a corner. As I said earlier, we saw last week the Lakes FC versus Burleigh Heads, an absolute screamer of a corner going in directly to win the game and get himself a hat-trick. What a game. If you want more games of Football Queensland, make sure you sign up to NPL TV. This upcoming season kicks off next week as the ball's in and cleared as Park gets it. Looks to wind up. Looks for options. He'll try and skip past his man, but wins a throw-in. Gavin forming strongly on this left-hand side as Bosco Ole gives away a flag. Foul, should I say. Logan Metro's next game will be against North Pine, Saturday 6th of March. Make sure you tune in for that one, 6 p.m. Coomera will be playing Taringa next week, or actually no, Sunday 21st of March. 3:15, that'll be FQPL 2. Kicking off a little bit after NPL and the FQPL and obviously NPLW. Still got time to sign up for NPL TV to catch all that action. I know I will be. As it's Maddow clearing it and sent that one into this Logan night sky. Destin can't get a touch on it, but does come down with it in the end as he'll cut inside. Beat him with the pace. Bosco Ole looking for options. It's Park on the outside. Looks to cut in. May look to bend it. Tries to find a man inside, but it's just cut out and nutmegged. The crowd love it. As it'll be a throw in to Logan Metro. Ball in by Gavin to Mike Jarbo. And it's E outside to Sefu. Wellers. Fortunately, couldn't get much of that one. As it's Lagai looking for options. Can't control it well enough. As Sefu plays it inside to Bosco Ole. Park, who's had a lot of touches tonight. Very involved. Back to Jean-Marc Jarbo. He's made a big difference in this half already. They'll be looking to add to that. They're already 3-0 lead that they acquired in this first half. Park into Jarbo. Gavin playing it back. Maddow looking to play out the back. Sweeper roll. Pings it wide just over the head of Sefu. Gomez with the throw in to Ethan Haynes. Back to Jake Ford. Weller's on the press. Inside. Don't think that's what he was intending to do. He says sorry to Jared Lee up front. Gavin back there. Stephen Timmins with that wayward pass just then. Seems to still be in a little bit of pain. Seems to be clutching the hammy. As it is Bosco Ole moving forward for Logan Metro. Out to Sefu. Been lively in this game. As has the whole Logan Metro side. Obviously playing in that yellow strip. And what a project it's been for Logan Metro over the past 2 years. You love to see these new teams climb up the ranks, trying to build something from the ground. That's what it's all about. Jarbo moving forward. Destin. Absolute talismanic figure here. And he wins his team a free kick as he clutches his ankle. This is Maddow territory. He'll be asking for it, the keeper. And wouldn't we all love to see a keeper free kick go in the back of the net on a Friday afternoon? Would be happy hour indeed. As we approach the 60th minute here in this FFA Cup tie. Park standing over it. He'll look for a man in the middle of the box. There's lots of yellow shirts. Can he find one? And he does, but it's Wellers and he puts it into the air. Sefu trying to keep this attack alive. As Jared Lee can win it back. Anywhere will do. Sends it for a throw and it'll be Gavin standing over it. Will he go forward? Will he go back to his keeper? The latter he goes with. Maddow in that sweeper roll with a little cut from the oncoming Lagai. And another one with some fancy footwork, and don't the crowd love it. Sent Jared Lee for a bottle of milk. Selling some candy. As it is, Jared Lee whipping it into the box, and it's a beautiful ball to Haynes. And he puts it into the side netting. Players deliberating. Is it a goal kick? Is it a free? Is it a corner? And I believe it is a corner. Gotta love the footwork on place here. On show here by Logan Metro. As they look to Coomera, look to whip in the ball. It's Jared Lee standing over it. The skipper puts it into the box. Can't meet a maroon shirt as Gipyo Park comes in. Strong challenge. Lots of courage as it's John Mike Jarbo looking for options moving forward. Destin can't get on the end of it, but he applies pressure, as does Park. And he looked to reset. Jared Lee on the far side. Lagai in the middle. Maddow coming out for it. Sends it long as he looks to beat the offside trap, but he may himself be offside, and the touchy agrees. Well, is just getting ahead of himself a little bit there. Jaden Kirk there, playing it back to his man. And there's a man down. I believe it may be Destin. Gipyo Park. Maybe a cramp. Gipyo Park stretches it out. As some substitutes seem to be coming onto the field on the far side, as does the team physio. We encourage you to get in contact with us on our Facebook. Football Brisbane. Let us know what you're thinking of the game. We'd love to hear it, as it looks like it's a triple substitution here. And one may be for Destin here. As it is Destin leaving the field, leaving the arena, along with Gipyo Park. And what looks like Sefu here, coming onto the field. Get those players soon. Number 6, Ango, coming onto the field. Along with his brother, Hennock in the 12. Moving forward is Wales. He tries the shot. Doesn't trouble Medea. And go here. Instant action as he tries to move the team forward. With the on-running Wellers. Claimed well by Jake Ford, coming off his line and collecting it. Filling in at that right wing back spot will be Jaden Ferguson. Number 5 coming on for Sefu. Moving forward. Bosco Ole playing it back into Jaden Ferguson, the man we just mentioned, the substitute. Unfortunately, Destin couldn't get a hat-trick. We would have loved to see that. Saw a couple recently in this FFA Cup already. Jared Lee. Coomera try and build again. Ligai playing up front for them. Hennock playing it back into Jean-Mike. Unfortunately cut out, but a strong challenge there by E. Performing very well in this game in that number 6 role. As Timmins gets a touch on it and sends it over. As Jaden Kirk trips over the ball. And it's Hennock moving forward. Tries to cut outside. Moves inside looking for an option. Finds his brother Ango with a loose pass. Play back to E. Could have been a great opportunity there to add to their lead as it's whipped in. And can't find a man as it's Ango. Ango! Oh, puts it across the face of goal. And can't put it into the back of the net. Needs to do better there. Given to him on a platter. As Jaden Ferguson looking for options. Ango again. Hennock looking for options. Over to Ango, the brotherly connection. Outside. It's one well there by Kirk. Someone barking orders. May be the gaffer. Someone's not happy. As Ango will be standing over this corner for Logan Metro. It's 3-0. It'll take a lot for Coomera to get back into this game. We've seen strange things happen. This play short to Mike Jarbo. And to Hennock, as he's claiming he's been clipped there. Little bit of acting as Luke Saboyo tries to get outside but can't get to it. Ligai, he wins the challenge there, does Luke Saboyo, with a strong challenge to send it out for a throw-in. Lovely recovery pace there. Medea was coming off his line. They weren't sure who was going to claim it. Ango closing down the angle. And Mike Jarbo wins it back, but puts it for a throw-in. Make sure you get in contact with us on Football Queensland's Facebook page. Let us know what you're thinking of the game. Jaden Kirk with the throw in here. To D'Souza. Over the head by Ango. Seems to be filling in for Park. Had a fantastic game. Luke Saboyo looking to get rid of it. And it's one there by, and there's calls for a there's calls for a penalty. My bad. As it was Ethan Haynes tracking down the ball and taken down, but unfortunately wasn't given a penalty. Playing out of the back, Kai Tapaldo. This looks strong in that role for Coomera tonight. As Mike Jarbo plays it to Ango. Unfortunately gives away possession and is beaten there by Jared Lee. The man with potential, as we've been told. D'Souza coming in, slips. One by Gavin, and one again, as they'll look to spring a counter-attack here, as Bosco Ole will move it out to Ango, who will look for his brother to feed him in. Jaden Kirk will get a touch, but it gets out to Hennock, who comes down from the back. Calls for a penalty, but not given, as Ango looks to whip it in, but it goes for a corner. Looking to whip it in off the corner here. Bosco Ole gets a head on it, puts it into the middle, but it can't meet another yellow shirt as he puts it outside. It's whipped in. It's met well by Jake Tipaldo. Ethan Haynes looking for options. Tipaldo is the name. Outside. Gets a nutmeg, but it's won by E. Nefai. Inside to Jean-Mike Jarbo. Look for Gavin. As Logan are playing around with it at the back. Just holding on to possession. And rightly so. They've got 3 goals on the board. No need to do anything silly. As it is Ango. Putting it into Jean-Mike Jarbo, who's steaming forward. Looking for options. Cutting back, but is intercepted. And he has a shot, Ango, but sends it over the bar. A probing long-range effort. Unfortunately, didn't challenge the keeper. Play it short. Paldo moving forward. We've said his name a fair bit tonight. Ethan Haynes, challenge one by Jarbo. Moving forward. He's onside is Hennock, who has a shot, and it's come off the shin. It's happened to the best of us. We've all seen that, the old shinner, as they move out to Lagai. Lee. Back to Lagai. A little bit of 1-2. As Jarbo will move forward. No man on the outside. Looking for options. He is the only presenter. As Jaden Ferguson will find another option as Ango moves it forward to his brother. Jade, and it's in the back of the net. Hennock puts it into the back of the net off his brother with the assist. As they all celebrate together, the boys. It's 4-0 to Logan Metro. And what a goal that was, just tucked into the bottom corner. And we love the celebrations from the boys. 4-0 at Compton Park. And wow. A team from a lower division in the Football Queensland and Football Brisbane Pyramid winning 4-0, a dominant win at that. 4-0 on the scoreline, that's a dominant win. But what's been happening on the park would say the same. Very little shots from Coomera as they move it forward, and they can't read the tea leaves. Is it yours, is it mine? They can't decide as Luke Saboyo gets a bit of a heavy touch on that as he tries to run it out of defence. Puts it for a Coomera throw-in. Jaden Kirk put it in. Here's Thomas Abreu. Came onto the field recently. Seemingly for D'Souza as they whip it forward. And it's Hennock looking for another. Cleared by Coomera. Chop from Lee. Puts it into Lagai. Looks for options depth. He's pressing well. Logan Metro. The press has been fantastic from the team. Forbes Madow's men applying the pressure all game long, and they've reaped the rewards. Moving forward, lovely footwork, and unfortunately goes for another throw-in. Mason Stock there. with the footwork in midfield. Kirk throws it in. Won by Jabo. Gabbin out to Maddow. We'll look to reset the side as Nefai moving it forward down the flank. Ferguson gets the wrong way as Coomera get the ball back, and it's read well there by Luke Saboyo, who charges forward, puts it through to Jabo. Saboyo running forward. Don't we love a centre back run? Jabo into Ango, moving it around. Logan out to Hennock. Look for an option. He'll find his brother. Bosco Ole. Playing back to Gavin. They may look to switch it here. Luke Saboyo back to his home in central defence. Maddow. Direct plate to Jaden Ferguson. Fortunately out for a throw-in. Coomera looking to make another change here by the looks of things. And it will be Stephen Timmins coming off the field by the looks of things. He's had a great game so far, despite the scoreline. Had a little bit of a niggle earlier. Coming onto the field, placing him in central defence. Collins Ethan. Jabo moving forward. Lovely run, lovely bit of footwork. On the outside, cuts back, looking for options. It's Hennock. He's looking for a second. He's looking for a second. He gets challenged. Jaden Ferguson with the shot. Gets deflected and doesn't challenge Jake Ford in the end. Moving forward now to Paldo. That was Jaden Kirk, my bad. Playing down this right flank. And a player is down in the box. Could be Hennock. Looks to be. He's only just come on. Scored a goal. And he's gone down in that previous challenge. Looks to be grasping the knee. And the physio's called over. You don't like to see this. He's grabbing the ankle, grabbing the knee. Hopefully he'll be all right. Remember to get in contact with us on Football Queensland's Facebook page. Love to see your comments. Throw in here for Logan Metro. It's Gabin with it. And go, playing it back. Not sure who the substitute has been so far. They may be just trying to figure out the niggle, and they do. Hennock came back onto the field on the far side there. Instantly presenting, instantly looking for action, as well as plays it back to Bosco. And here he is, Hennock, looking for a second goal, and he'll look for other players. Jaden Ferguson on the far side calling for it, all on his lonesome. Flicked over the top, Kai Tapaudo, not Kai Tapaudo, that's his brother, Jake Tapaudo. Moving it forward. Now, moving forward is Thomas Abreu. He finds some space. He's beating some men on his way through. Well as getting the ball, moving outside. He'll try and beat Abreu. Into Ango. Gavin cutting inside. He'll look for an option. Ferguson on the far side, screaming for it. Jabo plays him. Skips outside, beats his man, Connor Hands. They'll play it inside. Ango at the back stick. He'll try and whip it in, and he puts it wide. He will be fuming. It's a great opportunity, great build-up play there. And a great counter-attack. Jaden Ferguson, lovely move to get outside, get free, put it into the box. And go applying pressure here to Tapaldo. Hands moving it forward. Lagai into Abreu. The flick. Can't meet the man. E cuts it out and puts it for a throw-in. Paldo out of defence. He's been great in that role of coming out of defence, dribbling a little bit and trying to reset for his side. Here he is, winning it back again as E, playing it back to Nefai and Luke Saboya. He's been a strong presence all game as they look to switch it to Bosco Ole. Does Jarbo. Runs into the box. There's 3 other men forward for Logan Metro. And it's well won there by Jared Lee, who'll move forward. And it's cut out well by Gavin. Stopped in his tracks, and Lee is not happy about that one. It's been a frustrating night for the Colts. As Jaden Ferguson cuts inside, and a strong challenge there as they'll look to rebound, get back into this game. It's 4-0. Can they get some points on the board? Can they get a goal back? Get themselves back into this game. Get themselves off the canvas. I guess we'll have to wait and see. As they come inside now, Connor Hands, the left back, moving inside, but unfortunately puts it behind his man, who's hurting with a knee injury, or knee niggle there. As it's Wellers outside, trying to beat his man, and he does. It's Jaden Kirk as he puts it through to Bosco Ole. He'll stream forward, and he calls a a free kick. What for, I am unsure. As they win it back through the likes of Jarbo. Ango moving forward, but it's cut well by Wales. And a turn, a roulette there by Ferguson, getting all the tricks out of the bag. Hurt player earlier was Lagai. He seems to be up and running. E playing it inside to Jarbo. Saying that a lot tonight. Saboya out to Gavin. It's been fantastic along this left flank in that left centre back role. As Logan Metro have been playing with the 3 at the back, 5 in the midfield, with the fullbacks kind of coming in and forward as they move outside to one of them, Jaden Ferguson. Ango tries to move it forward to his brother Henoch and is called offside, unfortunately. Not happy about it is Henoch. They move forward quickly with Ethan Haynes. Cuts inside, looking for options. Gets the deflection. Gavin will try and win the header, and he does, but can only find a maroon shirt. And it is the likes of... Lovely turn there by Lagai. Little step over. Bosco Ole looking for options, and he finds it in Henoch. Is he onside? They say no. Must have been millimetres in that one. To Paldo. Looks to play it quickly, and does so to Hands. Inside. Wales. To Paldo again. Coomera looking frantic in play. They need 4. Kirk on the outside. What can he do here? Moves it inside to Lagai. Yellow Submarines cut it out. Medell passes it out and slips over. Back on his feet, fortunately. Jarbo looking to move the pill forward. Does so. Bosco Ole out to Ferguson. And a storming run from Henoch. Can he be found? They opt to run himself and is given a throw-in. But it falls the way of Coomera, according to the touching. Hannahs will look for an option. Paldo played it back to him. Ole. Skipping Hannahs is. Hannahs gets a touch on the knee. Unfortunately, can't meet a maroon shirt as Coomera. I can sense the frustration building, and rightly so. They will have come into this game thinking, we just got promoted to the FQPL 2. We need to be winning this game. Hopefully, there's still time. Medell playing it outside. Can he keep it in? He does. Does Wellers. Moving forward is Ango. Wellers using that pace against Kirk. Looks to get past the goalkeeper. And the goalkeeper gets all ball there. As there's calls for penalty. There's calls for free kick. And the game's paused. There's 3 players just going in at the same time there. I don't think there's anything sinister at play. I think both and all players have got the ball there, especially Wellers and Jake Ford. Jaden Kirk, casualty of that one. All 3 players down. Hopefully we'll have 3 back up as we've got 2 physios out. Jake Ford seems to be up on his feet, whether he's coming off or not is yet to be seen. Jaden Kirk is up as well. Roaming about, he'll stay on. Wellers moving to the side of the pitch. We'll see if he's all right. We may see some substitutions here, if they still have some left. I believe they've made 4 already. It looks like reserve goalkeeper is chucking on the gloves on the far side. Wellers, he'll look to make his way back onto the pitch by the looks of things. Probably be a drop ball here in the corner when we resume play, as the reserve goalkeeper comes on here. I believe it is Jack Pearce. Used up all their subs. Have Coomera. So have Logan, bar the reserve goalkeeper, Cody Attard. True club man, he is. Logan Metro women's side, not captain, head coach. Loves the club. Last season he fractured his ribs. Got him sidelined for months. Didn't stop him from pulling a shift in the canteen. Warming up the goalkeepers. Coaching, being the ground official. He's a jack of all trades. Even helped us set up the scaffolding earlier today. Reserves best and fairest from last season as well. Coomera looking to build out of defence here. And a strong tackle by Jabo. Stock looking lively. Hennock moving forward. He'll look to get onto it, but can't. It's hands. He puts it out to Jaden Ferguson. He'll whip it into the box and cut out by Tapaldo. Try and skip around the outside and look for options. There'll be a throw-in to Coomera. Throw in now. Jabo moving forward. Bosco Ole as we go into the dying stages of this match. Bosco Ole wins it back. Surely there's not enough time here for Coomera. It feels like the result's all but done, and someone could say that at halftime. Coomera have looked, unfortunately, the worst of the 2 teams. As it's put through with a lovely dink to Jean-Marc Jabo. Can the skipper get a goal? Yes, he can! He makes it 5-0 in the 88th minute. He loves it, and the side love him. Fantastic ball through to him, dinked over the top. As we get some goalkeeper celebrations towards the camera, and don't we love to see it? Maddow. There's nothing better than a goalkeeper running the full length of the pitch to celebrate with his team. It screams passion, and that screams Logan Metro. Beautiful dink over the top by, I believe it was Ango. Little dink over the top to Jean-Marc Jabo, and he just finished it out cool, calmly, and as a captain should. A true captain's goal. Nice and composed. A little bit of a scuffle here in the corner. As the frantic Coomera to try and salvage some of this game. And it's a big win for Logan Metro. What will they do in the future? They're looking to be promoted to the BPL at the end of this season. Who knows where they can go from there. Gavin gets rid. Straight out to Hennock. His brother's streaming through the middle. Can they get another? He beats his man on the outside with pace. Can he go forward and get a second? He put it forward and it just goes past the far post. He put it in the middle, but he couldn't find a man. It's Tapaldo building out, and it's a foul called. We may see some cheddar here. It may be given to Ferguson. Yes, it is. Jaden Ferguson goes into Adrian Krasnoff's book on his 50th birthday. What a way to spend your 50th birthday. Can you think of anything better than an FFA Cup fixture? And a 5-0 one at that. Let's move forward. Nadal coming out to claim it. He'll look to get rid of it quickly and long. The direct ball going long to Hennock. Will he be able to pull it down? Can't get a touch on it, but Kirk puts it over the top to Capaldo. Oh, and it's a deflection, and it's a beautiful deflection at that. Jack Pearce is trying to get rid of it, and they celebrate with the fans. Hennock grabs the brace. There's 2 braces in this game, and it's 6-0. Don't the fans love it? Jack Pearce is trying to get rid of it, and the pressure from Hennock. Directly off the pressure. He gets the deflection, and it goes in. 6-0. Who could have predicted this? I'd have it to say, not that many. A 6-0 win for Logan Metro. Capital One team taking on a FQPL 2 team, formerly the Gold Coast Premier League. They came 3rd in the Gold Coast Premier League last season as the ball's whipped in and is claimed by Maddow. We'll send it long. Can we see another? Who knows? This game's got a whole bag of surprises already. It's cleared by Coomera. Only as far as hands, who can't control it. And some lovely footwork there by Ferguson as he plays it outside to Ango. He'll look to whip it across to Bosco Ole. It gets to Wellers. He'll play it back. He's onside. Oh, and the referee disagrees. He's offside on that occasion. Would have been scenes if we could have seen another goal. Who knows? We may still. We're in extra time here, one would assume. Jack Pearce plays it out. Plays it short. And it's full time. Adrian Krasnoff calls full time on the game. Logan Metro win 6-0. They've come up against a team from a higher division and have won the game. They've looked the better of the 2 teams across the entirety of this fixture and a fully deserved win. Make sure you check out Logan Metro's Facebook page. They are hosting a post-game show. I will be hosting that as well. So make sure you check that out. We'll be talking to Enrique, the Brisbane Roar legend, man of the match as well. We'll be talking to, as well as both head coaches. So make sure you check that out. Make sure you follow Football Queensland and get your NPL TV subscriptions in line. I've been Campbell Johnson. This has been a fantastic game. Thank you very much.